Objections. Probably a bunch of objections out there. I've talked to enough engineers to know there are some. Let me try and disarm some of them off the bat. I'm sure you guys will hit me with more during the Q&A. One thing I just mentioned is that the OS isn't real time, it's too slow. We hear that a lot. My favorite answer to this was something that somebody else said, which was, we're not all trying to dock the space shuttle. And that's true. You know, not all of us are on the front line of industry right now. And eventually OSs will evolve, we'll figure things out. You know, I don't know where they'll come from or how they'll do it, but smart people out there will figure it out. You know, currently, since we are doing a lot of our exploratory development in classrooms, in research labs, in our basements, we don't have to keep shooting for the moon, and it's okay to not have a perfect system. We've built robotics that have fat OSs on them that we drive around all the time and they work just fine. You can also offload a lot of your processing to daughter boards. No one's saying that you have to have your really tight loop systems all going all the way back up to your main processor. You can distribute your processing. Another one is that computers are too power hungry. Well, you saw the VIA board earlier. They're getting smaller, they're getting more efficient. Again, the hardware will continue to improve. Another one is that tethered robots are a drag. You're like, you know, I don't want to have a wire connected to a computer. I don't like the fact that I can wirelessly connect it. My response to that is, how many of these robots are really releasing into the wild? You know, not that many. Again, they're in the labs, they're in our homes. You're going to be within 300 feet of a computer anyway. And the point of it is this, is that we're really shooting ourselves in the foot if we're trying to over-engineer robotics and sticking our noses in the air and refusing to use what's already out there. You know, the equivalent is if the Wright brothers said, you know what, we're not going to build airplanes right now because we don't have the jet engine yet. This thing's just not going to go very far. I don't see a point in it. So, you know, we're really doing ourselves a disservice if we don't just say, okay, let's start learning about where we can go, what we can do, and the hardware will get there. You know, it really will. And there's a lot of stuff that we need to learn when it comes to behavioral, you know, vision. There's a host of problems that we can work on for the next 2 or 3 years, and the hardware doesn't have to be perfect in order to get the job done. So, okay, take 2 things with you. I want you to take that part too.